Well, honestly, this is like spilling the beans, man. They're getting salary as good as like head chefs. You have to try this. It's not rocket science. The best part of my whole day is during service. Hey there, my name's Akash Deshpande. I'm the chef de cuisine at Nava. I've been cooking for like good 12 years now. Fun fact, I actually became a chef because one of this girl left me and she wanted to be a chef. So I just wanted to prove her that I'm a better chef. And over the years, I realized I'm actually very good at it. And then I just fell in love with it. But today, what we're going to actually do is we're going to review a couple of movie scenes, see it through a chef's perspective or a chef's lens. The movies we've selected actually revolve around cooking. So I hope they're actually good. Let's see.
हेलो जी, मैं बीजी शर्मा बोल रहा हूँ। राम राम। वो जी मैं कुक के लिए आपने कहा था, चाकू कड़ची और मसाले में अपने खुद लाऊंगा।
So this scene is actually very apt, where the way he says, I'll get my own spices, I'll get my own knife. The scene where he puts like a little muslin cloth with spices, it's called bouquet garni. It's a French technique. What basically we do is add in spices in muslin cloth and we put in like stock or like whatever sauces we're making, so that it doesn't like the herbs do not like come out and comes in your mouth, which is very brilliant.
अच्छा सुन, उसके लिए आलू डालते थे ना, उबले हुए या कच्चे?
अरे कच्चे, पहले डाल के अच्छे से उबाल लो, झटके में सारा नमक पी जाएंगे.
I'm pretty sure my mom's never done it, but I have done this to my mother, where in the kitchen where I'm like, it's too salty, how do I fix it? And she's like, put potatoes, basically it absorbs all the salt, it's like a starch.
डाला क्या है आपने इसमें?
जी बस वही अपना काली मिर्च, गरम मसाला, नमक, जीरा, सौंठ, इमली, कुटा हुआ धनिया, किशमिश, काजू, थोड़ी सी हींग और लाल मिर्च, और हाँ सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट वो गुड़ नहीं भूलना.
These are like small details what they've actually paid attention to, especially also jaggery, because it's very important. It balances out every food. So in Indian cooking, we use a lot of jaggery instead of sugar.
What are the essential things to Punjabi food?
A lot of love and butter. I've eaten at places in Delhi. They are so excited about the dish before even cooking it. Like, you have to try this. You have to try butter chicken from here. I've tried gazillion butter chickens, but you have to try those because the amount of love they put in their food and like every step they make sure they get it right. So getting a dish right is basically getting like small steps right. I'm just gonna pause this and say Rishi Kapoor is so cute in this movie. Like the way it's just great, yeah.
ये साड़ा मसाला मंचूरियन वास्ते तैयार हो गया है. अब हम दुबक के इसमें मंचूरियन बॉल्स डाल रहे हैं, पर इतना भी नहीं पाना कि ये खिचड़ी पक जाए. चाइनीज से चटपटा होता है ना, जिन्होंने मिर्ची कम लगी हो थोड़ी मिर्ची पा सकते हैं अपने हिसाब के साथ. बस फिर जिन्होंने थोड़ी सी तीखा हो चाहिए वो हरी मिर्ची.
Making Chinese no rocket science, but you need to get your it's a step by step thing. Only then you will get it right. Make sure the garlic's perfectly cooked. Only then you add your soy sauce and your red chili sauce. So the Indian Chinese cuisine kind of grew very famous 10-15 years ago. Because I remember when I was a little kid, there was this one proper Chinese tapri where my mom and dad should take me and to eat food, which was great. So how it actually, we adapted the Chinese culture, we adapted the way they cook food, but we also added our spices so it's acceptable for people.
सर, हाथ कहाँ हैं आप? कमाल के मोमोज बनाए हैं आप. बहुत बढ़िया, उम्दा.
डिमसम है.
हाँ जी.
मोमो नहीं है, डिमसम है. ये फर्क होता है.
अच्छा?
मोमो डिमसम हो सकता है, लेकिन डिमसम का
So the whole question where he is a lot of people get confused between momos and dim sum. So basically momos, let me just clarify, the momos are made out of either flour or wheat, atta. Dim sum you can make it with any kind of flour. Also dim sum are very thin. It's a task making dim sum or momos. You need to practice day in and day out to get it perfect. That's why restaurants, Asian restaurants, they do not let go of their dim sum and momo chefs because they're so good in what they do. There are dim sum chefs, they're getting salary as good as head chefs. The whole idea of food travels around, how from northeast it came to Delhi and we tried to make whatever, the chutney, we had to make it appetizing for the people around. So we made that chatpata chutney, we made that spicy chutney. Some people eat I don't understand, why do people eat dim sum and momos with mayo? Why is there mayo in every food these days? Shawarma never had mayo. So like Punjabi food has its own magic. Likewise, South Indian food is just like when you get up in the morning, a lot of times the first thing you really want to eat for breakfast is dosa. It has its own like love and magic that revolves around South Indian food. I can't wait to see what the great Indian kitchen has to offer in terms of like their cooking styles.
അമ്മ വെണ്ടയ്ക്കൻ്റെ വലിപ്പം അത് മോൾ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ അങ്ങ് ചെയ്തോ ഇത് എത്രയോ അത് മതി
In terms of chutney, like old school, even at my house, that's what we do. Like we do it on a grinding stone. I think the flavors come out much better. What a grinder does is just grinds, just purees, like pretty much like crushes everything. That gives out some raw element to it. Like there's some chunks into it. We use it in the kitchen sometimes. But for us, it makes more sense to just grind stuff. They've also used a lot of coconut again, South, because coconuts are so easily available. The food is very influenced with like, they make sure like the coconut nice and brown to add on more flavor. The more, basically anything that turns brown is more caramelized, it adds more flavor. I think she was making sambar, she's making basically dosa sambar. And then tadka was, cooking wise, it's like bang on. Plus the way they sit and they chop on the cutting board. That's what like most of the houses, that's what they do. They don't like, so we are used to standing and like cut. That's our knife skills because those are the kind of knives we use as well. What they use is a churi. The way she cleaned like the entire mess on a cutting board and put it like, that's what we do in a professional kitchen. I think we all should appreciate our mother and whoever's cooking at home and like give them a tight hug. In today's world, if you like still thinking ki ladki hi khana banati hai, like that's their farz or whatever, it's just stupid. You need to like grow up, take those responsibilities and help your wife or spouse or sister or whoever who's cooking for you, and like it's great.
I'd be right now, holding hands with my baby. So I'm gonna love you until the sun comes up. Be that extra sugar you need in your cup. From this love, there's no holiday. From this love, we won't take a break, no. From this love, there's no holiday.
First thing, this movie is great. The way they've shown like how he's cooked a grilled cheese on a flat top, and that's how we, like you can do it anywhere, but that's how we used to do it as well. I remember in Canada I used to work in a food truck and it had a flat top. Like the way he's checking for the caramelization of the bread, what all cheese he's adding, it's pretty accurate. Grilled cheese is not that difficult. You need to get the caramelization right. That comes with like practice. And again, it depends on how you like your grilled cheese. Yeah, like there's so much like pressure on grilled cheese. It's a grilled cheese sandwich. Another tip you can actually have, you can actually put a bowl on top of it. It creates more heat and the cheese melts evenly.
Stop your running around. Right. It's time to straighten right out. Rude boy. Stop your running around. Making trouble every day. Rudy. How you mean? A message to you. Where? Exclusively. Tell about it. Rude boy. You got to stop and change. You got to want to step. And I'm gonna get things running yourself to a wreck.
He's cooked aglio olio, which is literally spaghetti, garlic and oil. One of the most easiest dish to cook, especially for a chef. So what he did was start off with some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, I believe, and garlic, and some red chili flakes, some parsley, and yeah, that's about it, and lots of pepper. You can actually change the oil, whatever, like I've seen aglio olio is made in like mustard oil also, which actually doesn't really taste that bad either. And yeah, I like the way he's plated the food nicely. What I usually do is I just plate it flat like this rather than like a whole mountain. Essential for a good pasta, well, it completely depends. Like a lot of people use a lot of egg yolks, some put milk in it. But yeah, the main part of that is let you make sure your dough rests and then start rolling out your pastas. And handmade pastas are so easy to make.
Here and now, let's get this straight. Boogaloo, baby,
I really like this song.
Because I I gave it all I can beat. You know, child, I'm kinda hard to beat. Pick up your arms and make it shake. Maybe if you think you're shy.
Madness, huh? This is crazy. You didn't go home, did you?
No, that's carne asada. Check it out.
Wow.
Good?
It's fucking unbelievable, man.
Is it?
Holy shit.
No, seriously.
No, I'm serious.
Tell me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. It's incredible.
Is it good seasoning?
Oh,
Chef, Chef Big Dog up all night cooking.
Come on,
here,
everybody.
Come here.
Tony, check this
Shut
out.
up and taste this, a mousse douche. Come here.
got?
Number one, this scene is bang on, right? This is what I do when I'm trying out new dishes. I want to be by myself. If I think of something, I'll just like do it all night. I'll not think of time. I'll spend the entire night in the kitchen and just work on it and wait for my employees to actually come and eat it. In this scene, how they've shown where, you know, he's questioning them again and again, and even after they've said it's good, that's what we do. Like, we usually have so many yes people around us, they're not going to say no to a chef, right? They're not going to be like, it's bad. So we have to keep asking them again and again and again, and till the time they'll be like, maybe it needs some salt, maybe it needs some pepper. And also the way he says amuse douche, like it's actually amuse bouche, which means you give something to people when they come in to just start up their appetite, like a one bite thing. That's what it is. It's got nice pun word they've played with, like amuse douche. The dishes look perfect. He's cooked, I think, spot prawns, which are basically sweeter. And the way he's plated the carrot or the pumpkin puree in this is beautiful. It's like the whole body language of this whole movie is bang on. Like the knives he's using, the way he's cutting the chives. Also, the best part is the way they've shown the mise en place, which means the preparation before the kitchen starts. I have a tattoo which says mise en place. It's very important. That's like the word for the kitchen, like mise en place. Like you need to make sure your mise is ready, which means basically how our mother cooks everything, like cuts the vegetables and keeps everything ready before cooking. That's what it means in a professional kitchen. This is what we do before the service starts. So where in this scene it's shown it's early in the morning, which he's probably worked all night. There's only love. There's no screaming because there's no service going on. There's just cooking. Pure cooking, and the passion for food is what you can see in this scene. But when the service starts, it's very hectic because we gotta get everyone's order on time. It's like managed chaos. It's like everyone is in sync, but there's still chaos. The best part of my whole day is during service. And everyone knows what's happening, but there's still some noise, there's still some like chaos happening. Yeah. Well, I had a great time reviewing all of these movies. The best scene for me was Rishi Kapoor dancing on Baby Doll. That's like the best. Please write your comments below and I will make sure these guys reply back. Yeah, so it was fun like reviewing things, and hope you guys take back something from a chef's perspective as well. Please give importance to your mother who's cooking or whoever's cooking. They do a very hard job so that you are well fed.